Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? Oh my god, bro. What are they doing out here to my mans, bro? What was that? All right, everybody, it's time for us to have some real fun. So I've been telling y'all, preaching to you guys about how much I love my bullet hosing weapons. Well, today we have another bullet hosing weapon, but it's not your stereotypical SMG or even assault rifle. Nah, my friend, we are talking about essentially what is the Lyuda of Borderlands 4. This is the Finnity XXXL. Yes, extra large fries on the side, my man. I'll take some honey mustard with it as well. So this bad boy is a Vladov legendary sniper rifle, but it is always going to drop with a COV licensed magazine. That is because its legendary perk, Piping Hot Barrels, allows for this weapon to not consume any ammo while it is overheating. This is very nice because in the setup that you're about to see us using it in, or you're already watching the background gameplay, we're going to abuse so many aspects of this weapon. The first thing we're going to abuse is its fire rate. The second thing that we're going to abuse is its legendary perk, not consuming ammo while overheating. And third part of this weapon that we're going to abuse is the COV license magazine itself. Of course, at the end of the video is when we explain more of the setup in depth. As for right now, this is the appetizer and showing you what is going on and how freaking cracked this weapon can be in its proper setup. Even though I will say the setup is doing a lot of heavy lifting and the weapon is here as icing. The build is the cake and the weapon in this scenario is what's making it look really pretty, because this weapon performs the best in this setup that we are using. Now, if you're going to be one to go after and farm yourself Affinity, head over to the Stoneblood Forest of the Terminus Range and head over to the Battle Wagon. He's going to be a boss over in a Ripper drill site. Once you go through a few waves of ads, Battle Wagon Man on the Elephant will spawn. You can take him out and roll that 10% chance to have yourself drop a bullet hosing sniper rifle. It honestly feels like a minigun with how fast this weapon shoots. You see, we have a very fast firing shooting sniper rifle here. Now, I just got my Vex level 50 today, and after hearing about how nasty sniper rifles are on Vex, figured this would be the first weapon that we go ahead and make a showcase on the Siren of Borderlands 4. Now, before we head over to the live action gameplay, I do just want to let y'all know that we are streaming a lot more over on Twitch these days, twitch.tv/Kree, Kwree, and we do have our Mo channel, the side channel for this channel, where we post content that doesn't make it to this one. Links to both of those are always going to be at the top of the description if you ever do want to check those out. I'll ensure you don't step on a Lego for at least 5 minutes. With that being said, beautiful people, let's get over to the live portion of the video. All right, y'all. So we're heading over into our favorite Vault of the Grave War 2.0 boss. I'm telling you, I'm going to be using this boss for footage until we get that good old shiny Phosphine KOs in. We're going to, do our little live part of the video here. And the way we do our, actual good deeps, it's a little bit, I don't want to say circumstantial, but we have to be in what I like to call the sweet spot, the flow state, as one might say. And this weapon, the Finnity XXL, whatever you want to call it, I would definitely say its strengths is definitely its bossing potential with this setup that we have on our Vex. Also, I think this is our first video in which we are using Vex to showcase a weapon. But that is just because I feel, dude, this setup is just so strong. Like, she's definitely the main sniper. Like, if you want to use any sniper rifle, you'll want to do it on Vex for sure. We get in that sweet spot, he's done. The sweet spot, nothing can outmatch this thing's damage when we're in the sweet spot, right? And you get toasted. Now, I do want to say that when we are in the sweet spot, it's not actually all of the sniper Like, it's not the sniper's damage that's doing all the heavy lifting, but this sniper synergizes really well with this setup. I would say that the relation is probably like, yeah, 10% sniper, 90, well, maybe 5% sniper in terms of like the damage. But the sniper complements the setup in a very good amount of ways to where it justifies us using it like this. Alright, so we're not anywhere in the sweet spot right now, so we're going to kind of tickle the enemy just a little bit. Oops. And then once we get into that sweet spot, like right now, oops. Where'd your health bar go? Oops. I broke my magazine, let me repair it. Dude, I'll admit, COV weapons can be kind of heat on Vex. Ooh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bink, bada, bink. Bop, bop. See ya. So, oh, Atlanta, bro. Bye. 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 Now, don't get me wrong. Something like the Hot Slugger can definitely do what this thing's doing in this scenario in terms of like a mobbing scenario. But like I said earlier, man, this thing's bossing potential on this setup specifically is freaking insanely good. Part of that is due to just how this gun works. I mean, dude, it's a sniper rifle. It's the Lyuta of this game. That's what the sniper is in layman's terms. Look, I've said it a lot recently, and I'll say it. Wow, nice. I'll continue to say it. I love weapons that just fire really fast, that fit that bullet hose mentality. Just straight out ripping rounds, right? And this sniper is going to absolutely dump. And we need it to dump. Part of what makes this, allow this thing to do what it's doing is that it shoots so fast. See ya. Wouldn't want to frickin' be ya, nerd. Give me a badass. Where's the badass at? Oh yeah, he was there. Then he disappeared. Please come again. Pop. No, low key, bro. Those singularities, they're not one to be tested against. I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, using this thing at like sniper range is so not the move, bro. Unironically, you do not want to do that. But I do want to do that. Let me break my magazine. Full of hose. 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 Oh man, okay. I will say vile enemies are probably this thing's like worst enemy. Obviously once the crystals are gone, it's not that big of a deal. But those crystals, oh, never mind. Toasted. Roasted and toasted. That. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Where'd your health bar go, bucko? It's so good. It's actually just so silly how good this thing is. One day we'll get that phosphine KOs in, boys. Okay, so let's actually go talk about the setup here. We're over here at the testing range as well, so we can actually like visually show you what I'm talking about here. Now, the Finnity itself, its rate of fire and the fact that it is a COV guaranteed flat-off weapon is very, very good, and it's a sniper, so it synergizes very well with Vex. Why? Because of this class mod. Yeah, it's level 23, but it does the job. First of all, it has 5. See that juicy +5 right there? We got that perfectly rolled. That's what we want. But the passive for this reads as follows, right? Killing an enemy with a sniper rifle is always going to trigger Bloodshot, and then critically hitting an enemy with the sniper rifle has a 33% chance to trigger Bloodshot. That's very, very useful because bloodshot is where a lot of this juice is coming from. So normally it only procs after we use a rep kit, and our next gunshot will become a bloodshot, converting damage dealt into kinetic damage, dealing bonus damage based on our current health. With 10 out of 5, because we have 5 from our class mod, that's level 23, we have 100% of our current health. This is obviously why we run the timekeeper shield. So we just have a fat health bar, no shield, because a lot of the damage, most of the damage actually, is coming from 10 out of 5 bloodshot sniper rifle shots on a sniper that spews them out ridiculously fast. And because it's a COV Vladoff weapon, the rate of fire is really good, but because it's a COV weapon, that pairs really well with the Quicksilver legendary enhancement for COV weapons, because it gets duct tape. Guns with COV licensed magazines have 100% chance to deal critical damage while overheating. Yeah, that's what I was referring to when I was saying the secret spot, the secret sauce, the flow state is when our mag is overheated. So we're doing guaranteed crits, which all have a 33% chance to proc a bloodshot, which once again, 10 out of 5. And because we have the timekeeper shield, we have a really fat health bar and ways to make that health bar get even fatter. And this thing fires so fast that it's just spewing those absurdly strong guaranteed crits, high amp shots, high bloodletter shots so often, and incinerating bosses and as alike. Keep in mind though, it's ammo, in my opinion, is what holds it back from being a good mobbing weapon. This thing's definitely better suited for just ripping apart bosses. Also, the smelter passive for our Quicksilver does help a little bit with increased fire rate when we are over 50% heat. Also get some extra gun damage. And yes, we do have a finally setup where we have 3 out of 3 on one firmware. I went for heating up here, mainly because it's COV focused, so we'll definitely take the COV perks. Just all these free extra bonuses and passive for our Finnity is going to be appreciated. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be looking at that ordnance slot and saying, didn't you throw a knife? I didn't throw a single knife. And even if I did, it wasn't the vivisecting throwing knife. I didn't throw a single knife in any of this video. I'm letting y'all know right now. I made sure not to throw my ordnance whatsoever for any of this footage. The only reason this is here is because it has the heating up firmware, and I wanted the 3 out of 3 firmware. So yeah, boomskis. If you ever hear people say that Vex is really good with sniper rifles, this class mod is the reason why. Letting y'all know right now, as someone who just got their Vex level 50 today, I see the vision now. I am, as they say, becoming a knower. In terms of the rest of the tree, this is just what we got. Honestly though, bro, you're really just trying to get this bloodshot. This is really what you want the freaking most. Everything else is kind of just made to amp this up and make this feel more fluid, and a little bit of bonuses right here, some kinetic damage, because once again, all bloodshots deal kinetic damage. That's those big high kinetic numbers. And with that being said and shown with the skill tree, also here's the specialization, in case you're wondering. Yeah, this case you would definitely want to spec high into survivor, and then something like the best defense, we gain increased damage dealt based on the fullness of our shield or health. We're gonna have a fat health bar full very often with this setup. More damage, not to mention all of the bonuses you put into this boost your health bar even more, which really helps out the damage. Because we have the timekeeper shield that also increases the health bar because it increases the damage. Why? Because of the bloodshot. 100% of our current health. The higher the health is, more damage these bloodshot shots are going to do. So now with that being said, let's do a visual demonstration. I won't even pop our active skill just yet. I just want y'all to see what I mean. So look, right now our gun's not overheated at all, right? So we do a normal shot. You see, ooh, that was a crit, my fault, OG. Let me not do crits. That was a big number though. So you see the orange numbers, obviously the incendiary is low, right? 3,200, give or take. So now let's overheat it. And then now, that was a 93K, 91K, 100K. You see the vision now. These all are guaranteed crits due to our enhancement for our COV weapons. So they all have a 33% chance of being a bloodshot, and having them, scaling our kinetic damage is what's really having these numbers get so high, not the actual gun damage. But because this weapon shoots so fast, it enables to proc the bloodshots faster than just about any other sniper in the game, at least as far as I'm aware at this current moment in time. Now for a little bit of some fun chaotic greatness, we're gonna pop this and let her fly, dude. Look at all those numbers. See those numbers? That's why bosses are getting absolutely cooked by this thing. That's without throwing the knife. No knife will be thrown, just to showcase how raw this combo is and how good this sniper is on this setup, right? Obviously, it's destroying everything, but that's not coming from the raw stopping power of the sniper. The sniper just synergizes the best with this setup. Regardless, anyway, I do like to showcase weapons in their best scenario, and with how fun this type of weapon is, it's a bullet hosing sniper rifle. It's the Lyuda of Borderlands 4. It's definitely getting its own video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all did enjoy. Do consider subscribing if you did, and or checking out the Twitch. Y'all have a great day. Be safe. See y'all beautiful face in the next one. Adios.